Hi, and welcome to the NinjaOutreach tutorial video. Today we are going to talk about how you can find influential guests for your podcast, your interviews, or your posts using NinjaOutreach. Right here in front of me, this is the guide. So if you prefer to read through it, just click the link in the description of this video and read on. Otherwise, if you prefer to stay, well, I'm happy that I can help you with this video. Let's proceed. There are a few ways that you can search for these people. That's using the website or the blog search, searching for bloggers, top bloggers, and using the Instagram influencer search and also the Twitter influencer search. For example, let's say I want to run a podcast show or interview show in the blog in Ninja Outreach, and I'm looking for people who can give me bits and pieces on how to grow your traffic in your blog, so that that's something that we can talk about. I'll probably interview them how they have grown from zero to X amount of revenue in a certain number of days. So if I'm looking for people who are growth hackers, what I want to do is I want to go to Twitter first. Most of these guys are on Twitter, and is just type in a simple keyword like growth hacker, and then check these guys who are known growth hackers. Select which one you want to add to your list, and simply save them all, either by creating a new list, growth hackers, or just simply saving it in a list that you've already created in the past. Now that's one. Of course, you can experiment with different keywords. For example, entrepreneur. That depends on your niche and what you're trying to accomplish, of course. But for this one, we have growth hackers, we have entrepreneurs, and we have people who have a ton of followers on their social accounts. And what I want to do is I want to send them an outreach email and ask them if I can feature them on my interview show or on my podcast, right? The next place that you can look for people is in on the Instagram search. We are going to use the same keyword. Let's say try growth hacker and see how many we get. I'm not. I'm yeah. Well, we have 53 results who has the keyword growth hacker in their bio in their profile, and I'm just gonna add all of them into the same list. Select the same list of growth hackers. Try to find them. There you go, and then save them all. So I want to get more people into this list, and I'm actually looking for people who has a higher number of followers. So I'm not gonna add anyone, probably anyone who has below 3,000 followers on Instagram. But that actually depends. I still have to check their blogs. I still have to check their content to see what kind of content they're publishing, and if they really did it, if they really succeeded in what they're doing. Because otherwise, what's the point of trying to have a show about growth hackers when the guy or the woman that you're interviewing isn't didn't really make it, right? In any case, that's the second way on how you can find guests for a podcast. That's by Instagram influencers. The next is under the promotion opportunities. I want to make sure that I have the blogger in here filtered and also the influencer in here filtered. Now, I'm not going to exclude companies because company owners, CEOs, COOs, those guys have made it at the top. They have grown their business. They can actually be considered as growth hackers. Let's remove the S after the search result load. They can be considered as growth hackers because they've made it, right? They've grown their business. So that's the idea behind it. If I'm, regardless of what you're trying to accomplish, if you want to have people being interviewed for your fashion blog, for a certain kind of topic in your podcast, then this is the way to do it. Just type in the keyword and see if they have it in their profile. Think about the things, the kind of phrases or text or words that they are putting in their profile, and use that as your keywords, whichever is the most relevant. So there you go. These are the guys who have published something around growth hacking. So I'm gonna add them to my list, and then I'm gonna check their bio, their website later to see if they just simply publish the post for the sake of content marketing, for the sake of publishing a post on your website, because we all have to publish something on our website for our blog, for our readers to get value from. but I also want to know if they made it, like I said earlier. So I'm just gonna add them to my list and then save them all. And then let's assume that I'm done checking all these leads and I've qualified all of them. The next thing that I want to do is I want to create templates. So just go to the Outreach tab, click on templates. That's at the top of your Ninja Outreach, and then click on create a template. There are a lot of pre-made templates that you can use in here. The first one is interview podcast request, which is the best fit for this campaign that we are. I mean, this is actually the second one, interview podcast invite. We want to invite them, so we want to introduce ourselves to them, and also where our website is or our podcast is, and tell them who we are, what we're doing. So if I'm doing this, I can tell them, "Hi, my name is Aris, and I'm the outreach manager at NinjaOutreach.com, and also I've been on marketing for X number of years now, something like that. So I'm launching a content marketing podcast. I'm launching a growth hacking podcast or a growth hacking interview series that I want to push in the blog to send to get our readers' attention and for them to have something of value. And basically just describe what you're trying to achieve and then simply tell them that I'd like to invite you in a one-on-one session where I can interview you or where I can feature you in a live podcast or something like that. So just a few details and then your name, your designation of the company, and your website, your signature generally. After that, just click on save. And when you are ready, just go to auto sending to schedule your campaign. That is actually quite easy. Just a few clicks of a button, you will be ready. You will already be sending the emails out automatically, including the follow-ups if you have created it, which I suggest you do. I suggest that you add a couple of follow-ups in case they don't reply. These guys are busy and they might have seen your email the first time they opened it. They might have read it and they might have thought, well, I can just reply later on, and then they forget. So make sure to send a follow up. So this is the list. Select the email where you want the outreach to go out from and the template. Oh, I didn't say the template. In any case, if you have the templates, that's how you do it. And then let's just use. All right. And then select the number of emails that you want to send per day. You can either send it now or send it later. Choose the days when you want to send, and also the time in here. You can adjust that here, and just simply launch the campaign and wait for the replies to come into your inbox. Now, if you still have any questions about how you can find people to interview, if you are brainstorming on what type of or what group of people that you should be featuring in your interviews or in your podcast, just click this chat bubble over to the lower right of your screen, and send us a message, and we'll be happy to reply as soon as we can. Again, my name is Aris, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something today, and that's it.